Alright, I saw this video clip of this David Laming guy. I think he's a politician, being told that he's not English, you're African-Caribbean. Well, I'll pop in the video and take it from there.
Saying that you are African Caribbean, which is fine, but how can you be African Caribbean and English? I couldn't be African. I'm English, but I certainly could not call myself African Caribbean.
You could be Irish, though. You could have Irish.
No, I'm not Irish.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
you could
Scottish.
be. You could be.
No, I'm not, because I have looked my name right the way back to the Middle Ages, my maiden name, and I'm Anglo-Saxon.
So this guy's saying, oh, well, you could be Irish. So what if she was Irish? My understanding in the UK, there's 4 ethnic groups: Scots, Welsh, Irish, and English, Anglo-Saxon. So what would be the difference if she was a hodgepodge of the 4? There wouldn't be any difference. And why? This might be an unpopular opinion, but Europe has a native race. And that native race is made up of numerous ethnic groups. So as long as she's made up of those 4 native British ethnic groups, it doesn't make a difference. This guy, he's not native English. I hate to break it to you, but Europe has native ethnic groups that make up what? The native race. When I was young, the saying was, diversity is a strength and needs to be protected. Yet now that I'm older, I look at this immigration and I'm like, well, what about the native diversity? This immigration is going to do nothing but replace and destroy the native ethnic groups of Europe and the native race. And for what? My theories on the what, I have 3. 1, cheap labor. 2, replacement labor, because women were tricked into the workforce. And 3, division. Diversity is literally another word for division, whole whack of groups. And as the saying goes, divide and conquer. Divide the people up into a whole whack of groups, which would make it easier to conquer. But who's conquering? If you think about it, conquering is another form of control. So, if you're a person in power, you want to control the populace. What better way to control the populace than to pit them against each other, divide them up? Especially when it has a native population, because that native population, more often than not, is going to gravitate towards each other and support one another.
Great.
But you will never be English. You are African Caribbean.
But why will I never be English?
Because you're African Caribbean.
You can get a piece of paper from the government that says you're English, but you'll never be native Anglo-Saxon English, because guess what? Black people aren't native to Europe. Plain and simple. Europe has a native race and native ethnic groups. I found this in the comments of the video. Yeah, I'm not saying there is a superior race, but if there were, other peoples would clamor to live in that race's nation. Other women would go to great lengths to trade up for men of that race. Men of all other races would lust pathetically after the females of the hypothetical superior race. The jealousy and the resentment this breeds would lead other races to constantly feel threatened just by theoretical superior race presence. Oh, and everyone on the planet would speak their language, wear their clothing, and trade in their money. Purely hypothetical. Hypothetical, but accurate. The left say in the US that the US is racy, yet you have all these people from the Middle East, Asia, and Africa, and South America clamoring to get into the US. Something doesn't add up there. Well, anyway, that's it for my thoughts on that video. Take care out there in Clown World.